My next guests prove that there is power in numbers. Chris and Debbie Perrone lost a combined total of 150 pounds. This amazing accomplishment occurred after Chris was hit by an SUV as he was walking in downtown Cleveland. They're here to share their amazing story of transformation. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Chris, first off, can you tell us about this accident? What happened?
I was walking home from work, just crossing East 9th, corner of East 9th and Lakeside, where an SUV came on apparently at full speed and knocked me over. I don't remember much of what happened immediately afterward, except waking up in the hospital, what I guess was 5 days afterward, spending then 5 weeks in the hospital, and another 3 months at home recuperating, bedbound the entire time. It was not fun.
So you were bedbound, you couldn't walk, but started to work towards losing some weight?
It actually happened while I was recovering, because at that time I couldn't eat much. In the first few days I was on a liquid diet, and then gradually the hospital fed me just smaller meals, dietary versions of meals, and it was much less than I was used to eating. All during this time I had been losing weight steadily, and I at that time had weighed about 280 pounds, and eventually went down to, next time I checked, I was down to 240, then 230, and then went down to pretty much where I'm at right now, which is about 190, all without really doing much in terms of exercise. For the most part, I couldn't. But when I saw that I got down to that point, I said, I can't ever be that high again. So now I'm doing whatever it takes to stay in that range and maybe even lose a little bit more.
Now, Debbie, you lost about 60 pounds during this time period.
Yes.
Most of us would think this would be so much stress. How could you actually lose weight when being under the stress? How were you motivated?
Well, I didn't lose mine while he was in recovery or anything like that. As you said, it was very stressful, so I actually gained weight during the time. But when I had a doctor's visit, that was about a year after I'd gained a lot of the weight, my diabetes was out of control again. So I just said, okay, that's it, because there's too much of the diabetes in my family. And I wanted to be around with him because he did such a phenomenal job in working back his way to us, that it was just time to do it again, because I had gastric bypass surgery in 2004, and like many people, I gained most of it back.
Wow.
And as soon as I saw those numbers from the doctor, I'm like, no, I can't do that again.
So what did you do? What did you do? You mentioned maintaining it. What's your routine like?
Mainly it just started getting back into just simple walking. I mean, Deb had been working out steadily over where she works in Bedford Heights, and when I started up with Cardinal about 2.5 years ago now, I wanted to get going too, and when I saw the great fitness center there, I just had to get motivated and get going and get to work every day by working out first, and that was what helped me keep the weight off.
To put it into some perspective for our audience, because I should share that we all work together, so I see these guys every day. That's how I knew about their story. Sometimes when people want to lose weight, they don't realize what you have to put in. How much are you guys exercising? Debbie, how much are you exercising? What are you guys doing? What type of things are you guys doing?
Well, in the beginning, I just walked, and then I changed my diet, and then when I joined the fitness center where he works, it was phenomenal, because all the classes that you offer, the personal training, I'm there 8 times a week. I go there every morning and then 3 evenings. And it's just because of all the classes you offer. I just want to take everything I can, and now we're in training for some events that we enjoy, and it's totally changed the way that we look at, like, just going to the store. Let's park back here because I want to do some extra steps.
And speaking of steps, you guys do some step challenges. Chris, can you tell us about those?
Yeah, one challenge that we've done is Tackle the Tower, which is held usually around this time of year, where it challenges us to go up 39 floors in, I forget the name of the building, in downtown Cleveland.
Galleria.
Thank you, Galleria. And we do that just as a fun walk to see if we can do it and just have fun with the people we walk with. And then in addition to that, I decided for a taller challenge, so I did the former Sears Tower, now called the Willis Tower in Chicago. That's 103 floors, and had a lot of fun with that. A much longer walk, but enough of a challenge. It required additional training for me, 8 months worth, in fact. But when I got up there, just The view from up there was awesome. Just the experience was awesome. And having Deb with me as a cheerleader and just a motivator was awesome too. It's just a wonderful experience.
Does it blow your mind that you were where you came from? You were in a hospital bed, could
Yes.
not walk, and then you're doing the Willis Tower.
Absolutely. It was literally night and day for me. Going from where I was when I had gotten run over, being extraordinarily out of shape, obese, maybe even morbidly so at that point, to where I am now, where I'm at a good, reasonable, achievable level that I can maintain just with working out with Deb, working out at the fitness center, and having all the equipment, all the classes at hand if I wanted to. Just to keep with that, having those tools and being able to use them, that's really made a seriously life-changing event for me and something I want to maintain.
Can you share any words of wisdom with maybe there's a couple out there watching and maybe one partner wants to lose weight, one doesn't? Can you share any tips for them or how they could support each other?
I find that because we do it together, we do the same, not necessarily the exact same foods, but in the past, like I would do the weight loss and he would eat whatever he was going to eat. Now we both eat sugar-free. We both watch more what we eat. We're more conscious of it. We read labels more than we used to. It just makes a huge difference when you both are doing it at the same time. It's really difficult if only one in the family is going to do it because you have to live there, and if there's other things in the house that you want and they're going to eat, it's too much of a challenge.
Plus, we can cheer each other on. As I mentioned, we go work out together. We participate in events together, the stair climb together. Whereas I did the tower climb over in Chicago, you did a 5K, and at those events we were able to cheer each other on. It's just a kind of symbiosis we have, in that we're together and we're best buddies both inside and outside of the fitness center. But that's worked out remarkably well for us.
Well, you guys truly are an inspiration, and it looks like putting in the time, watching what you're eating and supporting each other seems to be the key.
Yes, I totally agree.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without him here today, and he just showed me that way when he was hit by that car. He came through it magnificently, and
With a lot of help.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.
We'll be right back with more Mind, Body, and Spirit.